you've got to have the ability when you find your mind going someplace negative in golf, saying, gosh, I hit a bad shot there, right? Or, God, I can't believe I didn't get that up and down.
Yeah.
You've got to be able to stop for a minute, catch yourself, and go, okay, I'm going to hit a great shot right now. Jordan Spieth is very famous about this, looking in front of the golf ball on a fairway bunker, right?
Yeah.
Making sure the lower body is quiet and you get a 3/4 swing. Good putters, they don't base their confidence on putts hole. They base their confidence on what you've had on every putt, which is solid contact. Very nice. Some landing spots, right? As I'm walking up here, I'm starting to see golf balls fly, how high they go, where they land, and I'm looking for options. A little lower one towards the front, a higher one towards the flag, and you're gonna need to find a spot, somewhere probably right in between those that we wanna land it. And you're starting to see the trajectory of the shot come out, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so for a short game shot is different than, a little bit different than a full swing shot. Short game shot always has to start with the lie, okay? So this lie's got nothing going on with it. The only thing going on with this lie is if I hit a lot of ground, I might get the golf ball high in the face. So doing what you're doing, re-identifying the level of the ground. For this shot, I need to be just more into the grass instead of the earth, right? Next thing, I need to make sure I get my height and my landing spot, and that's going to take me to a setup that I want. So, you know, this is kind of, describe me the shot you're seeing, the height, how high it goes, and where it lands.
Just trying to like hit no spin to land on further green and just run up. If I leave it short, it's fine. So
Perfect.
yeah.
Okay. Contact number one and great rhythm. All right. Chest is a little bit more forward. Good. Good. Pulled a little bit, but pretty much did what we wanted it to do.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I think the thing for you at your age and the thing that you want to make sure you do when you're out there at junior world, especially when the coaches are watching, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to look forward to hitting the worst shot of the day and having the best body language walking to your next shot.
Yeah.
That's what a coach is going to remember, not the high 300-yard bombed drive that you hit, because you know what? Everybody does that. So this one looks like a little bit of a quicker putt. You know, you're always different conditions. You're always feeling the green with your feet. You're looking at how dry the grass is around here. You know, these greens are probably a little quicker than I would say El Salvador, probably not as quick as LACC,
No.
but give it a roll here. Lovely putt. Okay.
Thank you.
How's the putting been?
Decent.
Decent?
Not great, not bad.
I love that you're so old school and you take the flag out, you know.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And it's funny, it's old school now. After you hit it great, but what's going to set you apart and what's going to keep your rounds together is your ability to move on from the bad ones, right? Yeah. And after the first 3-footer that you missed on the second hole, when you get to the 6th hole, you go through your process, you see your spot, you trust it, you don't overthink it, and you just let it go, you know? Yeah. You're basically going kind of at the tip of the mountain up there.
Okay.
Beautiful. It'll be rough, what kind of everybody is. But you have to, and again, this was, you know, a talk I give every student, the switch thought. You've got to have the ability when you find your mind going someplace negative in golf, saying, gosh, I hit a bad shot there, right? Or, God, I can't believe I didn't get that up and down.
Yeah.
You've got to be able to stop for a minute, catch yourself, and go, okay, take a deep breath. I'm going to hit a great shot right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit a great shot. And you say it to yourself, and you have a saying, you have something you think about that switches the energy, because that's what's going to allow you to keep getting better as the round goes on. And like I said, not doing what most of the players do your age and dwell on the bad things and start having a bad shot beat them again. Yeah. And again, it's not a bad thing that you get upset with yourself, but the ability to put it beside and move on is a skill that requires work, okay?
Yeah.
And you know, every day, even just a couple minutes ago driving up here, man, today's not my day. Boom, switch thought. I'm gonna hit a great up and down here right now. And what did you do? Just boom, great up and down, right? Mm-hmm. And exactly what happens to you is you get a little smile on your face. Mm-hmm. And you start to then be a little freer and you start to hit good shots and you begin to, again, learn from the bad ones. You do whatever you have to do to get it out of your system. Some players have to pout for a minute. Some players just laugh it off. Some players, you know, slam their club for a sec, you know. But then after about 10 seconds, you clear the slate, you forget it, and you move on.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of time in golf in between, and you've got to be really aware of your mental talk, right? And I think Xander, if you watched any of the PGA Championship at Valhalla this year, he talked a lot in this about his press conferences about how he's really big on self-talk, and he's always making sure that he's saying positive things in his mind. And if you're not, you're losing strokes every second because there's too many things that can go wrong in this game and too many things that can compile up poorly.
Yeah.
So just be aware of it, be ready to switch it, and have a plan to switch it, because everybody gets bad thoughts in them, right?
Yeah.
When they're playing, everybody does, and your ability to get out of that space quickly and get back into the place where you can play your best is going to be your greatest weapon. What's the number?
124.
124. So similar to the first hole. What club did you get?
I got a 50 because of wind.
A what?
50
A 50. Okay.
because of the wind.
How far does that normally go for you?
About 135.
Okay, good.
Just gonna hit this soft.
Hit it
Probably.
soft, and here's the thing about this shot, right? It's hard to feel this. It feels like the wind is into you,
Yeah.
but because we're on the left side of the fairway and the pin is right, the wind is more across.
Okay.
Okay, so time and time again on this hole, I see people aiming for the flag or the tree, and the wind hits it, and it ends up short and right.
Yeah.
So I want you on this one to be going a little bit more in between the bunker and the flag versus over at that flag and to the right side, okay?
Yeah.
Again, number one thing is solid contact on this shot. Good. Get up a little bit. Pretty good shot right there, okay?
Thank you.
So I'm out here in the beautiful Northeast where we just wrapped up an amazing week of golf. Our clinics were such a huge success that we're going to run it back. We're coming back October 8th and 9th and October 10th and 11th for 2 complete game clinics. If you're looking to get better and have a lot of fun while doing it, don't hesitate to sign up. Contact info@PoorsGolf today. Let's get you on the books and let's get after it.
Fairway bunkers normally the number one thing, and you can ask Xander, he might have 2 majors at this point, one being a US Open. The fairway bunker, the club selection is about what you can get out. Here, this bunker, there's no lip really. You can get anything out here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But a lot of bunkers at Torrey, they have the bigger lips. We need to make sure that 2 things happen. Number one, we get a club that we know we can get out, even if you hit it poorly, not the club that puts you at the number you want. And then number 2, mentality-wise in a fairway bunker, go ahead and set up and take a couple practice swings.
Okay.
Very similar. We got to make sure we're hitting golf ball first. Jordan Spieth is very famous about this, looking in front of the golf ball on a fairway bunker, right?
Yeah.
Making sure the lower body is quiet and you get a 3/4 swing. You can't have speed and angles out of here. It's got to be much more like that wedge you just hit, right? Quiet lower body, kind of quiet wrist, just backing through and making solid contact, okay?
Okay.
Great.
The wind just never took it.
Yeah, no, that was good though. Well, here's the thing. The wind here now is a little bit more in and almost a little bit in off the right. So the
Yeah.
wind comes like straight from the ocean, basically right down the middle of the fairway.
Yeah.
So when you're on the right side of the fairway hitting this way, you're actually hitting it a little cross that way. And from the left side of the fairway, boom, you're actually hitting it a little the opposite way. So
Yeah.
really good shot. The thing I liked about it was golf ball first. Too many people get up here in the fairway bunker and they try to pick it, right? And you're picking it, you either hit it good or you hit the sand first and you chunk it in the bunker, or you hit it thin and you probably didn't pick the right club and it gets stuck in the lip.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I love about that was we came here and we got golf ball first, number one priority in the fairway bunker. Okay,
Yeah.
really good. You
Should
know.
I play both?
Yeah, let's hit this one first, actually.
Okay.
So again, to me, there's a couple skills in putting. One is lag putting, one is draining some 10 to 20 footers once in a while, and one is the short putts, okay?
Yeah.
So you mentioned your favorite is the 10 to 20 footers. I could see it on the first hole when you drained it in. Let's see what the lag looks like here. Pretty darn good putt. A little more run out than I think you expected. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
The things that I look for on the long putts really was pretty good right there. I really think the biggest thing for long putts is not hitting the putt harder. And it looked like there you created the energy in the stroke and you let the putter do the hitting. I can tell that because there was a little bit of a shorter finish, right? Versus the players who take not enough backswing and then hit it hard and it starts going by. So we really want to feel the club do all of the work there, okay? Yeah. Oh, good. So Shorty, don't take your time on this. Go through a whole process, and this is great. This is where you get to practice tournament-like conditions right here, all right? So, good. Very nice. Let's go back and roll that one down. Dude, great touch. I'm loving what I'm seeing with the putter, you know?
Yeah.
And again, you've got to get your priorities straight. I saw you go, right? And you did everything you needed to succeed in that putt. So you hit that putt, and it's all about making sure you know you're making the next one, right? Because technically, yes, you could, if you're a good putter from 10 to 20 feet, make that once in a while, but statistically, you're going to make that less than 1 out of 10 times on your tournament, right? So making sure you don't allow a missed, even a 12-footer, you know, the 12-footer on the PGA Tour is going to be made about 4 out of 10 times. So you can't allow, you know, good putters, they don't base their confidence on putts hold. They base their confidence on what you've had on every putt, which is solid contact and hitting your line and good speed, because that's something you can do every time, right? You can hit a solid putt, get good feedback, and have a nice roll on it, and then you're able, that's something you're able to do every time. Now when you miss it, you know, you miss it, okay, well I misread it, or I missed my line, or I had my wrong speed, but you're still making a positive putt and moving forward from that, okay?